You're welcome back. This is NewsFile, your most authoritative news analysis platform. Here is your legal light, Anyenini Legal Light. Stop abusing the uniform, police. This is part 2. Journalist Umaru Sanda rightly asserted his rights the other day when he refused to be bullied by police officers who abused the uniform in the name of conducting a search on him. We must all submit to law enforcement, for in doing so, we secure our own and collective security and protection. In fact, we are expected to do the good citizen duty by tipping the police off and assisting them to rid our communities of criminal elements. We must, however, not allow any person in uniform to resort to indignifying and unlawful means while on a frolic and seeking to abuse our human rights in the name of law enforcement. If we allowed such, including unlawful arrests and searches, we will soon regret it. Misguided elements in uniform would plant contrabands on innocent persons so they could turn to arrest, search, and implicate them. Criminal elements in uniform and their collaborators would go on a robbery mission, enter our homes, offices, shops, and cars in the name of conducting searches without warrants. Terrifying stories have been told of some who allegedly ransacked homes and offices, seized, stole, and even shot at hapless people and bolted without a trace, all in the name of security operation. There is good reason the police power to search without a warrant from a court is not the norm but the exception. This exception is guided by the law that there must be, quote, reasonable cause, unquote, but not any flimsy, whimsical, or malicious motivation. One definition of reasonable cause is a state of facts warranting a reasonably intelligent and prudent person to believe that a person has violated the law. It must be based on objective and articulable facts. Our law says a police officer can search you without a warrant only where he or she has reasonable cause to believe that something that has been stolen or unlawfully obtained, or about which a crime has been or is about to be committed, is being conveyed, concealed, etc. And that's in section 93 of our Act 30. There is a reason why by our Constitution, Article 18.2, you lose the privacy of your home, property, correspondence, or communication only under circumstances including for the prevention of disorder or crime. It is standard procedure that the police must approach and deal with you politely, as the search could result in arrest and seizure. I was glad to hear the head of Education, Research and Training of the Police MTTD, Superintendent Alexander Obeng, confirm this, and that police or people have a right to record the encounter with police. If they are searching you, you have every right to record it. The Constitution says your dignity must be inviolable. Sadly, here in Ghana, police conduct searches, leaving their fingerprints on everything they touch. I wonder if they think about the implications of that. Recently, the Ontario Court of Appeal, that's in Canada, made nonsense of 2 cases by reversing convictions because police failed to follow the basic procedure of informing a suspect of his rights before questioning, even with a search warrant from a court. He made self-incriminating statements. He was arrested and questioned despite asking to first see a lawyer or have access to a lawyer. This other person was stopped over a broken license plate. But smelling marijuana, he was searched and several cell phones, cannabis, and ammunition found on him. He admitted to carrying a gun. He was strip searched, arrested, and questioned. Prosecution admitted they breached his charter rights by their conduct and searching his phone without a warrant. Cooperate with lawful searches, but do as is required of the law. And the law is exactly what the Canadian Court of Appeal has told us. The same thing right here in Ghana. Thank you very much. Now, let's get to deal with the vexed matters we have to canvass for you this morning on the show. We'll begin with why you have a difficulty wearing this piece of cloth, face masks. Why is that difficult, so difficult to do? Now, for those of you who still think that coronavirus is not real, take a look at this. We're showing you a number of prominent people, over a dozen of them. And these are those that have been announced as having been killed by COVID-19. There are many more that we do not know and have not encountered. So just take a look at that and convince yourself that it is worth getting your sanitizer, making sure that you are frequently sanitizing or washing your hands under running water as much as possible, and that at all times when you are outside in the public, you have your mask on.